All right. How's everybody doing out there? We back again. New episode, The Lindsay Show. I'm TJ Lindsay. I'm here with my amazing, beautiful wife. What's your name, boo?
I am Ty Lindsay.
She Ty Lindsay, and we are the Lindsays, and we got a really good episode for y'all today. Turn this. Got a lot of good topics to talk about, but before we get started, make sure you visit our website, hopefieldradio.com/books. You can also get on the QR code right here. That take you right to the link to get the book, Tripping for God, Letters to My Sisters, both amazing books that have seen great success from my beautiful wife. How do you feel about the progress of a book? Because now it's been a few months since you put it out. Like, what's your feelings now about the book? Like the overall sentiment from the people.
I think like when you are, you don't necessarily have to be a writer, but whatever it is that you're doing, like when you're putting something out, and you're being transparent, you're being vulnerable in these kind of situations, I think it comes with a lot of like pressure is not the word that I'm looking for. Nerves. That can be like your nerves are really high because you want to know like what people are feeling, or oh, did I say too much? Like you start thinking like that. But the more feedback that I get, it's just like people are just like, wow, like it's an amazing book. And both books. But I thought that it was cool that writing the second book, more people this time around bought the very first book. Like I made way more sales with the very first book during this season, writing the second book. And it's a call to, it doesn't matter how old you are. Like, there's a woman that I work with. I call her my grandma at work, and she read the first book, and that's all she talk about. She'll see me and she'll just be like, "Wow, like you don't look like nothing you've been through," and I've seen myself in a lot of the chapters that you wrote. So it's a good feeling once you get the feedback. But in the beginning, the nerves are very high because you feel like, oh my gosh, am I going to be judged? Like those kind of thoughts go through your brain. But overall, it's been very great success, I would say.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Y'all keep getting the book, keep buying it, keep reading it. Excellent book.
Yeah, and I would like to add, if you have, and I'm sorry, Boo, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
If you guys are doing anything within the community, any like youth events or sisterhood programs or women programs or things of that nature, like a lot of people are looking for guest speakers. I'm going to put myself out there on the market. I just enjoy, watching women flourish into who God called them to be. So please keep me in mind if you ever need, like, whatever it is. If you ever need a guest speaker in certain things that you're trying to do within the community, reach out to me. Let me know.
Absolutely. That's a good one. For sure, for sure. I think you definitely deserve more speaking opportunities, for sure. I think you're an inspiration to young girls and young women to be able to, tell your story, give your testimony, and also give them some ways to, you know what I'm saying, like the keys to the game.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, for sure. We're looking forward to that. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So today we got a really good relationship topic here. Talks about building together or tearing apart, the war on black marriage, your testimony, and the protection plan you didn't buy. I wish I had my little soundboard.
What?
Wish I had my soundboard.
Y'all, but just FYI, I don't be knowing all this stuff that TJ be coming up with. So sometimes he be dropping a bomb on me.
You dropped the bomb on me. So, you want to get right into it, or you want to go through some of these icebreaker questions?
Let's do the icebreaker
Okay,
questions.
let's get the icebreakers out the way. If you could change one thing about dating culture, what would it be?
Ooh, one thing about dating. One thing to change about dating culture. Ooh, people gonna probably look at me sideways. But I would say if I could change it, that dating doesn't require you to give your all, if that makes sense. So I would change that. Like, just because we're dating, that don't mean we're in the talking stage. I think we talked about that before,
Yeah.
what talking mean versus courtship and all of that. That's not what that means. That means that we're out on a date. Literally, that's all that means. So I wish we would stop putting so many titles on it just because we went on a date. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Have you ever went on a date and then you didn't talk to that person ever again? No?
I don't think so.
Oh. That's happened to me before. Like, I went on a
Yeah.
date and I'm like,
Okay. But I know what you're saying.
So that doesn't mean we have to move forward with something because
Yeah.
we that's how I feel
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I think that's natural. What's one belief you had about marriage before you got married that turned out to be completely wrong?
One belief. I would say, and I think over time, just when you mature, life happens and you start to realize different things. But I would say, I used to say, oh, I'm never getting married unless my partner. It was some crazy stuff. Like, I'll never get married, like, unless my partner satisfy me and make me extremely happy, as far as not with what you're going to add to the marriage, but like pretty much responsible for making me happy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's the only way I'm going to get married. I used to think like that. That's so immature, I know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I could go in on that question too, but I'm gonna pass.
No, we want to hear. The people want to know. We want to know.
So if I could change one thing about dating, I would just change the format, I would say. More so of a conversation, like a questionnaire, more so than a let's go kick it, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that a date is supposed to lead to something else, like you said. And sometimes we're just going to have fun, and we probably not even friends.
Yeah.
One belief I had about marriage, I would say the same thing, but I would say I thought that my wife was supposed to be my personal sexual, not toy, but my sex. She was supposed to just do it whenever, you know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. That's what a lot of men think when they go into marriage. They think that their wife is, oh, I'm married now, I'm just going, and I feel like there's a evolution in manhood where you realize that a woman is so much more than just that.
Yeah, that's good. I
So-
like that. That was a good one. That was good.
Oh yeah, keeping it real. Let's keep it real, because we're about to keep it real here. All right, let's get into it. All right, the agenda to split up black families. Generational wealth versus gender war. So, I got some notes here, but I'm just going to go off the dome.
Okay.
And online, I know you see it a lot. Like, I'll be on X sometimes, and, you'll see the men say this, the women say this. We even got a community now, the red pill community. You know what I'm saying? We even got a name for the women, the feminists. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of gender wars, and especially we see it online, but we don't see it offline. I feel like, at least not in a huge way, except for in the black community. So we're online going at it, but a lot of other communities are still getting married. They still building families. They're still building generational wealth and all
Yeah.
of that stuff. But I feel like our stuff goes from online to in real life because we are not getting married. You know what I'm saying? We are not
Yeah.
building families
Yeah.
in a way, at a rate that
Yeah.
is where we should be. So I feel like there is something there. So I feel like there's either an agenda, or we're just taking things literal. And I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about a little bit here. So I'll give a little bit of context from here. It says, so Jewish communities have long practiced strategic marriages within their community to preserve wealth, culture, and mutual support networks. Asian families view marriages as merging two families' resources, creating business partnerships, and pooling resources for the next generation. Even non religious communities understand marriage as shared expenses, building wealth, dual incomes, buying property, investing, family business, passing down to children, community support networks, childcare, mentorship, job opportunities. So, why don't we build like other communities in the black community? You feel like
Okay, TJ, dang.
coming in hot?
I think for a number of reasons. Okay, so one, I feel like just given our history in this world, the things that we went through, even like with our ancestors, I don't really like to take it all the way back there, but history is very important. And so if you put that into place, we were kind of set up to fail. However, we do have the choice to. I think now we have more of a choice to make a difference in. We don't have to sit in that and rest in that, and I feel like we're choosing to waive those options, if that makes sense. I feel like we're choosing to waive those. And so, and what I mean by waive those options is coming together, getting married, creating resources, being a helping hand. I think we talked about this in one episode. Boots on the ground in the community, out there doing what we got to do for one another. We have completely waived those options, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think that that's why it's hard for us, because you have on one side you'll have a group of people who would love to do that, and then on the other side, I think there's more people who don't want nothing to do with it,
Yeah.
and we're more so for ourselves, and that I think that's the biggest issue within our culture is we're more so for ourselves, and we cannot do it alone.
Yeah.
We cannot do it alone. We can't do it alone.
That's true. And let me be clear with this, because I think that when we say the black community, of course we can't say the whole black community.
Yeah.
Of course, like
Yeah.
like I come from a family of where everybody married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of black families practicing these things. They're getting
Yeah.
married, building, and this has happened from generation to generation.
Yep.
So I don't think that our history has something to do with it, but I feel like the history is a little shorter than what we usually talk about, because I feel like even throughout the 1900s, black people were practicing these kind of things. But I feel like around maybe like the 60s or 70s, maybe, is when we started to see, which was at the time, there was actually, it's a lot to go into it. If
Yeah.
you get into like the propaganda, we won't get into like the Morningham report and things of that, where they talked about one of the biggest threats to America was the black family, and then black families they financed the civil rights movement during Dr. King and all of that time. So I think that, like you said, I think you hit on a really good point. Individualism, us being selfish and wanting our own, is what really led to all of this stuff, because it came to the point to where, oh, I don't have to have a man in the house, because at one point you couldn't get anything. A man needed to be there, you know what I'm saying? And that became something with like benefits and stuff, where you didn't need a man in the house anymore to get these things, so you could live like that. But now we've reached the inflation point to where one person and those benefits is just one person.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is one thing, but I think you hit on that quite well. The individualism aspect is kind of where we stop here. All right, so what that leads to is a lot of people growing old alone. You talked about that. Do you want to get into your Tim Hortons thing or no? It's not funny, but
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, but yes, you grow old and you're not happy.
yeah,
You're not happy. You're a little bit more on edge, and you, yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
So, growing old together versus growing alone. Do you want to grow old with someone or grow old alone?
No, you definitely want to grow up.
What
You
about you?
asking me individually? Oh,
You.
I want to grow old with someone.
Okay.
I
Why?
don't want to, because the older I get, I don't want to be lonely. I understand like what that comes with, right? Because I used to be like, oh, I don't need nobody. Like I could do this on my own, and that is false. So I already know what that feel like. So I can't even imagine growing old, and then I just don't have nobody. Like that's no.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I want somebody around to keep me going. A lot of times other people, they keep you going. That's one of the benefits of having a spouse and being married. You keep me going. Some days I don't want to, but just being in your presence, or you like, hey, what you doing? Or, oh, maybe we should do this. It'd be things that I ain't even thinking about because I'm somewhere moping in whatever it is that I got going on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But just by your presence being there, it's just like, okay, this isn't where life stops. So I think that that's very important. A lot of times you grow old and everyone is your friends, they might be dying
Yeah.
and you don't have nothing. So
Yeah.
I would want a spouse. I would want my spouse beside me.
I definitely agree with that. All this talk, I don't need nobody talk. All this I don't need nobody talk sounds good now, but what about when you are 65 and there's no one there? So I feel like
Yeah.
that's important. You need
Yeah.
somebody to pick up your medicine,
For real.
hit you with your sponge bath.
Yeah, you need somebody to do all of that.
And 65 ain't even old like that. But I'm just saying, like, you want somebody there, you want to, it's a team effort. And doing it alone, I feel like, is something that we don't consider when we talk about the
Yeah.
sacrifices that we may have to go through to get into a relationship or a marriage.
Yeah.
Because marriage is sacrificial.
It is.
And I feel like like you said, we want everything to be our way to a point to where we end up ostracizing ourselves from somebody that could have been a good person for us. And we don't think about like all relationships. Love is supposed to be unconditional.
Yeah.
You're supposed to love people through stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like we get to the point to where it's like, well, if you ain't doing it, like you said, I expected you to make me happy. Well, if you ain't making me happy, then I might as well do this alone. And that's a bad mindset. And that's not a good team member. That's not a good friend.
Yeah.
That's not a good just peace. That's
Yeah.
a weak link. And I feel like we don't think about that a lot. It's always about the goal of the group and the goal of the community. And I feel like we don't get it right now because we're so caught up in that individualized mindset.
Yeah, we're caught up in what we want. So I remember when I started shifting my words from I want a man or I want a husband to no, I need.
Yeah.
And people may hear this and say, okay, well, what's the difference? There's a huge difference in that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
huge difference is saying, oh, yeah, I want this. But, oh, no, I really need this. Because when you realize that you need it, it becomes more sacred. It becomes more personal. It's more of a treasure versus what I want. So a lot of different things that I want and that I
Yeah.
had and did not take care of. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
say you want these things, you get it, and it's like, okay, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
But when you realize that you need it, that's a totally different perspective of how you look at things. And I said it just a few minutes ago. We need each other.
Yep.
It's not a want. We need each other.
Absolutely. One last thing on that, on the individual complex. I think it's a very good video that everybody should watch online. It's from Amos Wilson, where just type in Amos Wilson individualism, and he has an amazing breakdown of how we use individualism as a crutch to say that we doing our own thing and I don't follow trends and I don't blah blah blah. When in actuality we are all literally doing the same thing. Pretty much. We all wear the same shoes. We all wear the same brand of clothes. We like the same cars. But then when somebody say, let's get married or something like that, it's like, well, I want to be my own person. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that thing has kept the community from moving forward. But that's a good video to watch. That'll explain that a little bit more. Okay. Is the gender war propaganda? Politicians and groups pay people online to push certain talking points and create fake trends. Do you think the same thing is happening with the gender war between black men and black women?
I would say, yeah, of course. I think so, yeah.
I think it's definitely propaganda. If you look online, a lot of these pages, you'll see that they're either not like there's a feature now on like X where you can look at where these people are. A lot of them are not in America. You know, it's sometimes they have propaganda coming from different countries. They'll be speaking on business here in America, not even being here
Not
in
here,
America.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's been propaganda for a long time to keep us split up. Like
Yeah.
the whole men ain't this and women ain't that. And I just feel like that's definitely a lot of propaganda because, again, if we have one household instead of two households, we save money.
Yeah.
We don't need two, you know what I'm saying? We don't
Yeah.
need two of everything.
Yeah.
We could share one. When communities work like that, that works against the business interest of
Yeah.
the people that's trying to sell you their products.
Yeah.
All right, toxic dating culture. Ooh, I'm going to this one. Everybody's sleeping around and going on expensive dates with people they have no intention of marrying. How did we get here? Go ahead.
The way of the world.
It's the way of the world. I see it online a lot. Like, I don't know. It's become like a kind of like a free for all.
And that's what, I mean, and that's what's being pushed, what you just spoke on that. But that's really what's being pushed. Like, I feel sorry for the generation that's coming up behind us because everything is social media, media. And they are not understanding or realizing that a lot of this stuff is fake and a lot of this stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Absolutely.
Like, people will showcase and highlight the good. They're not going to showcase and highlight the bad, and that is where we're in trouble.
Yeah.
In that area, because you're only showing us what's good. And to me, in my brain, I feel like, and of course, everyone is not going to think like me, but I've always felt like, okay, you can show me the good, but you can show me the pros, but what are the cons? I need to know those too.
Yeah.
So I can see which direction I'm going, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And nothing in life is perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. Whatever these people are pushing on social media, like nothing in life is perfect. It's just not. That is false.
Oh, yeah.
That's false. But I think a lot of it has a lot to do with media. You got social media showing these different things in your brain. You really think that it's real.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Somebody right now it's people that will show you that they on these expensive dates with with other people, and they got the best looking woman or the best looking man, but behind closed doors they beating each other head off.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't even know this part. I mean, I'm just saying, you just seeing
That's
them.
true. She got glasses on in the videos. You know, the little Kim dance.
Now they about to go home and they finna get to tussling.
Yeah.
And you sitting on the other end of it like, man, I want that.
Yeah.
You have no idea what that it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just be out here getting into bed with anybody. No, that stuff ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
And you weren't meant to. That's not what you were meant. Your life wasn't meant to be focused on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you were meant for great things.
Yeah.
Your purpose in life is not. No.
It's not to sleep around, for sure. No, it's not.
It just didn't. Yeah, the Lord didn't make it.
Didn't place you here for that.
Yeah, exactly. You got more to do, especially like for young men, because we fall into it a lot, trying to conquer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to do as much as we can with women out here, and you waste so much time trying to be out here doing all of that, and you can be actually doing good in your life.
Yeah.
And getting to, you know what I'm saying, getting to something purposeful. So. All right. Waiting for a king or a queen. People are holding out for their king or their queen instead of loving someone who genuinely loves them. Then they get older and miss out on marriage completely. When did we stop valuing real love?
We stopped valuing real love when we started to remove the Bible out the house. Looking at y'all. When we started to say God isn't real or forget what Jesus is talking about, I think that has a lot to do with it. Not only that, I'll take it back to the media. What's trendy?
Yeah. No, that's true. That goes back to the Bible.
Yeah.
It goes back to Samuel. If you look at Samuel and Delilah, right? Samson. I said Samuel. Samson. Samson and Delilah. You know what I'm saying? He kind of idolized this woman, you know, who was planning to take him down.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that goes back to the social. I said Samuel. that goes back to the social media thing as well, because we want what they have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole kings and queens things. I want a chick like her, you know what I'm saying? I want a man like that. And I think that love is so much bigger than that, and I feel like we always miss out on good people when we only judge them by who they are to the world. Or what they look like to the world, instead of who they are as a person and how they fit into your life. And I think that we trying to. It's like we live in a social media era. It's Tinder swipe. We want to swipe right. We want to keep swiping right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that person that's right in front of you that's genuinely got feelings for you, outside of you doing anything in your life. I just like you for you.
Yeah.
And we'll look over that person for somebody that
ain't about to do nothing.
That don't want nothing from you but to sleep with you, or
that's it.
To use you. So we need to start valuing real love, and I think even like our music shows that. Look at the music these days.
Yeah, the music is wild.
We're talking crazy on the music these days. I seen Keith Sweat say one time. He said R&B music was about foreplay. Now they talking about.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
getting crazy, you know, and it's just like, we don't value real love. We used to see people. I remember men on the old R&B songs back in the day getting a song like, "Yeah, baby, I love you so much." Remember the Lenny Williams? The Lenny Williams? Oh man, Lenny Williams was going through it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think men were really in love in those times, and we just have changed so much, and women as well. It's just both sides. But. Okay, selfish desires over building families. Society pushes self-love and self-care over building families and raising the next generation. When did being selfish become more important than leaving a legacy?
I think it all ties into the same
It all does.
thing. You
Yeah.
got the media, and then don't nobody believe in the word.
Yeah.
The word is very strategic. I always tell people, like, even if you don't believe in God, I still think you should. I still encourage people to read the Bible anyways.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's the greatest book in history. I promise you, you are going to find your life, all throughout that book. Regardless
Yeah.
what your walk is or what your life is. I always tell people that. It's a great book. But same thing. We don't believe in the word.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's definitely true. So I think that yeah, we don't I don't know. We don't even think about the next generation. We
Yeah.
let other people their plans dictate what our offspring is going to
It's
do.
gonna do,
Like
yeah.
we don't create a world for our children.
That was deep.
Yeah. That's why they's like I'm gonna let them figure out the criteria, the schoolwork that they need to do instead of us creating something that
For them. And
yeah,
I brought you into this world. Now I'm about to let somebody else dictate your future.
yeah,
That's wild.
that's what we do, and that's selfish, and that's also what happens when you have such a promiscuous generation, and every just we start to our children aren't planned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're forced to be in a system that is, you know, we just got to fit them into, you know, that is already constructed. So I think that we don't never meet. Have you ever seen a community meeting and then you're like, well, what should we do about the kids? You know what I'm saying? We don't do that enough. We don't plan that enough. We only work inside the school system.
Yeah.
The school dictates what they're gonna do with our children. We don't have a plan
Ooh,
as a
that's good.
community.
Yeah. When you just hit on something really important. When I went to Honduras, we were asking them questions like, so, what about the community? Yada, yada, yada. I think I was telling you, like, I had shared about the water pump in the back. And that has a key, right? So you can't just go back there and pump water.
Yeah.
You got to get a key to it. And so I asked the question like, oh, okay. So where y'all get the key from? And they was like, well, I forget the name that they have for this person, but this person was over the community. They lived in the community,
Yeah.
but they were like over the community. And I
Yeah.
was like, so how did y'all determine who would be the leader over the community? How'd y'all come up with that?
Yeah.
And she literally said they all got together, all the families. They got together, they all sat down, and they all just agreed and spoke on why they feel like this person should be the leader. And they always have meetups. And that's what they do. They kind of have meetups.
Yeah.
The community is getting together.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about a terrible,
I know.
terrible community. For real. Their
Yeah, I know
living
what you're saying,
conditions
though.
are
Yeah.
so crazy. But
Yeah.
you got these people understand. They don't got nothing. They understand that we got to get together and we got to talk about the kids' future. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about that. What if these people come in and try to take our property? What we going to do? How we going to do this and that? I thought that was like, I was just like, what? Like, we do not do that at home.
No. It's like it's the same thing goes for like city council stuff like that. Like we vote people into like city council and then we never see them.
Yeah.
We never talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I know we make it a joke about people having like neighborhood watch, but I think we should have like
Yeah.
neighborhood community. There should be
Yeah.
a leader in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
like to where we can get our voices heard. You know, in the community. And I feel like we don't do that enough. We allow these systems to create a criteria and then we just try to fit ourselves into it.
Yeah.
And then we complain about it's not working for us. It wasn't meant to. Okay. All right. Okay. Society doesn't want you married. The same society that doesn't want you following God also doesn't want you getting married. Do you think that's a coincidence? Or how do you feel about it?
I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's the word alive in our face. So I'm happy you just said that.
Okay.
Because you said the same society that doesn't believe don't want you to get married. So now I'm finna take it over to the spiritual.
All right, let's go. Let's take it. Let's
So you
go.
got Satan.
Uh-huh.
Satan don't want you to believe in God. Satan don't want you to have nothing to do with God.
Yep.
He equates to society.
Yep.
But then you got God, right? You got God that's saying, no, I'm everything that you absolutely need. And he was very strategic at comparing marriage, his love for us, to marriage. And so if you study that and you mirror that and you sit down and you look at healthy marriages, it's like, oh, that is why the comparison is right here, because you got, I think you touched on desires and selfish needs. A lot of times with God, you don't want to walk with him because you have your own desires.
Yeah.
And so let me take that back. Some people do want to walk with him, but don't quite understand that
Yeah.
you can't fit God into what you want to do.
Yep.
And I'm going to take it to marriage.
Okay.
I cannot fit TJ into what I want to do within the marriage. It does not work. I hope that makes sense. It does not work. I can't say, TJ, I will marry you, but the only way I'm going to marry you is if da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
give you a long list of different things that I'm
Yeah.
requiring, you gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what?
Yeah.
No. Versus me just saying, looking and realizing, no, this man loves me. This man honors me. This man wants to dedicate his entire life to me. This man wants me. It's the same thing with God. Why am I trying to fit God into my life when God is already saying, listen, I'm here. You have me for eternity.
Yeah.
You have me for eternity.
Exactly.
All I need you to do is just allow me to do just that.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with marriage.
No, that's true.
Now, hopefully that makes sense. I know that was a little deep, but
No, you're right.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You got a society that does not believe, that's telling you no. You got a devil, the enemy. He only came, what did it say? Kill, steal, and
Oh, yeah.
destroy.
Kill,
That's what it
steal,
say. Then it say he belonged to the world. The world is his. That's what the scripture says.
When the devil was trying to tempt Jesus, he said, "I'll give you all this in the
Yeah.
world. I can give you all of this in
Yeah.
the world." You know.
And
Yeah.
Jesus said no.
Exactly.
I mean, imagine how powerful that is.
Exactly.
How you Satan, how you gonna come to me and tell me I can give you all of this when my father
Exactly.
is more than.
Exactly.
And that's how you should look at marriage in a physical context. I think, look at how the devil tried to tempt Jesus, and look at it in that situation, or just study how, what the scripture teaches about our relationship, Jesus' relationship with the church.
Yeah.
That is very important. If you can study that, I believe that you would realize and understand why marriage is so important.
Yeah.
I know I just said a lot.
No, you're right. Everything you said was right for sure. Like it's no coincidence that a lot of people, and it's not just, it's all like marriage, like society as a whole is just, it pushes you away from marriage when that was not God's design. Same thing with society as a whole pushes you away from God.
Period. And he tells you that.
It pushes you away from it. And if you lean into what the society or what the world is doing, then you're not going to have this good thing that was promised to you, the promises. That's why he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor.
Yep.
It's favor in following God. It's favor in getting married. And the world don't want you having that favor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're going to stay mad. You're going to stay mad. You're going to stay frustrated because you're following the ways of the world, which the word teaches you not to. It says don't conform to this world.
Yes.
It's wicked. It hates you.
Exactly.
It hates you.
So you want to keep going with this topic? I got a few more questions if you want to keep going with this.
Oh, yeah. I'm all for it.
All right. Is this spiritual warfare? If strong marriages build strong families and strong families build strong communities, then destroying marriage destroys everything. Is this war actually spiritual warfare?
It is. It is. I mean, that's all I have to say. Like,
That's
it
true.
absolutely is. And I don't want to get too deep, but it is very spiritual. What we see is the physical. We see the physical realm, but there's really some things that's going on in the spiritual realm that we don't understand. A lot of us just don't understand. But yeah, I would say that it's spiritual warfare for sure. Because why? You don't even got to think that deep. To me, you don't. My question is, my question would be, why is everyone so against marriage? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I would look at it. Like, why is everyone so against marriage? And then study the scriptures and see what it says. It's all going to make sense to you.
Exactly. Ephesians 6:12, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world,
Yep.
against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely think it's spiritual, because your spirit, I mean, this is something like, if we go to like temptation, we're going to talk about testimony, but if we go to temptation, sexual temptation is something that the Lord tells you to flee from, you know. Why is it that he tells you to flee from this temptation, you know? Why can't you fight it on your own? You know, that's because it's spiritual.
Yeah.
It's something that if you run into, like, that's how, we'll go back to, I know I said Samson, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to, that is something that is going to be tough for you. The fact that you even, the sin that you feel, the sinful nature is a spiritual war on you already. The fact that you want to go and do these things, the fact that you are leaning towards the world, the fact that you lean into it, it's bigger than just oh, he ain't right, or you know what I'm saying, or just
Yeah.
I don't know, like, your spirit leans you towards where your flesh, not your spirit,
Yeah.
but your flesh leans you toward that,
Yeah.
because your spirit ain't right.
Yes.
And yeah, so the world is literally just giving you a welcoming you into everything that is wrong. If you just lived your life without moral, your flesh wants you to sleep with every woman that you see.
Yeah.
Your flesh wants you to go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh just wants you to be gluttonous. You know, not be good to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It's always bigger than just people don't want to get married.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual thing. People don't want to follow God. There's a reason for both of those things. And, it's deeper than just what we can see on this earth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was good.
One more on that topic. When do we grow up? Instead of being mature and building families together, we're fighting over who hurt who. When do we grow up?
When do we grow up? You got to forgive. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like I haven't forgiven you.
Yeah.
And because I have not forgiven you, I'm just going to remain stuck in where I'm at. Because I refuse to forgive whoever did what. I think it starts there. It starts with the unforgiveness. We are not forgiving, and that's an issue. That's a problem. You can't grow if you're not forgiving. And I think we're too worried about, and it's immature, it is. I think we're too worried about, oh, if I forgive you. We're too worried about whatever other people are going to think, because I've decided to say, nope, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Or B, you feel like if a person offends you and you forgive them, you feel like they won, or you feel like they have gotten away with it some way, somehow.
Yeah.
And that's immature. That's immature. But we got to get to a point of forgiving. That's what that sounds like. That we're unwilling to forgive. We want to keep pointing a finger at one another, and it's pointless.
Yeah, I think that like we'll experience hurt. It's like church hurt. When they
Yeah.
say church hurt, like we'll go to one church or multiple churches,
Yeah.
and maybe something really happened to you, and instead of you finding the right church, you just don't go to church no more.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is something that happens in relationships. One
Yeah.
person hurt us, or we went through a bad breakup or something
Yeah.
like that. Now we don't believe in relationships no more.
Yeah.
So that's a huge one right there.
Yeah.
I think we got some company here. Who is this? Ezra, go upstairs.
Hi. Good morning.
We doing something, buddy. What you need? What you want?
You say hi to the camera. Wave. Oh, you're still sleepy. Turn around. Wave.
Say cheese.
Look at the camera. You don't even see it. All right. Go ahead. Take a seat. Go over there. Sit on the couch over there. Thank you. Please forgive Ezra.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
basically
think
what
that
you're
is an issue with relationships, and we don't mature. We have to be more mature in our own right too. Like when you become like a parent, like I think like as a parent, you should start to understand these things a lot better. Your kid gonna do something that's gonna make you feel some type of way about them,
Yeah.
and you still need to love them through that. You know what I'm saying? But we can't have that love for anybody else.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the issue that we encounter with
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
And maturity is saying that we want to build something bigger than ourselves, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah. So, how you want to handle this?
Keep going.
You about to turn TV on.
Just tell him to turn it down.
Turn TV down, buddy. All right. Let's just keep going. Topic 2. Your testimony matters.
Yeah.
God uses regular people, not just kings. Your story matters, even if it's not on TV or in movies. In a social media age, people think their marriage has to look extravagant or it's not worth it. But that's a lie. Yeah. So in the Bible, it tells stories about, people who are not kings. I've been reading Nehemiah lately. He was the king's cupbearer. You know what I'm saying? So God can use small things to complete big missions. So question number 1, why your story matters. The Bible sounds foolish. So I heard this in a men's group. My men's group, I recently asked a question to my men's group, and one of the men said, he gave me this part of the Bible. He said, the Bible sounds foolish to non-believers, but your story might be what connects with them. Why is sharing your testimony so powerful?
I mean, just like you said, I can connect with you. I might be more willing to listen to you more so than you saying, God, 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 God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if I already don't believe.
Yeah.
And I think that's why God was very strategic and very, what he said, he was very matter of fact. Actually, there's a scripture that tells you, like, if someone asks you, be ready to share your hope and your faith. Be
Yeah.
ready to share that. That's a part of your testimony as well. But he was very matter of fact when he spoke about, you've been made new, so go and live righteous, right?
Yeah.
Because it's easy for a person to say, I'm a believer, this happened, that happened. God has freed me from X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
But if I don't see you walking in that, sometimes that's hard.
Oh, yeah.
That's hard for an unbeliever to then believe. And that's why we have a lot of Christians are the worst judges. You guys are very
Yeah.
judgmental. And I can't say that I don't agree with that because there
Yeah.
are some some Christians that can be very nasty.
Oh, yeah.
And and you're struggling as well, but you don't want people to know that, and you're
Yeah.
judging them. So I think that it's important for you to, because I can connect with you different, especially if I already like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if we already have like a relationship, and you can share with me some of the things that God has seen you through.
Yeah.
And then I see you like walking through it, like I see like, no, you really about this. It's easier for you then to kind of reel me in. It's easier for God to then reel me in.
Oh, yeah.
Because all you doing is planting the seed. God gonna do the rest.
Oh, yeah.
But it's more easier for him to reel me in with that.
Absolutely.
So that's why I believe testimony is very important. And like I said, it's in Scripture where He tells you to share. Be ready to share.
Yeah.
Be ready to talk about it.
Yeah. I think that, that's one of the main reasons why we do this podcast and why we want to use our marriage as a testimony.
Yeah.
Because if you, I remember KG was just saying like, I want people to be able to see me because they know who I used to be.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my testimony to what the God has done in my life.
Yeah.
So folks out there that know me, they know I wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Folks out there that know Ty, you've seen Ty's growth.
Yeah.
From what I'm saying, from where you were to where you are right now. You know, not only just like in life, but in spirit, in faith, in power. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to look at who I used to be. I used to be running around with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was doing the same things, that everybody else was doing, and for the entirety, even worse.
Yeah.
And
turn it down, Ezra.
The Lord has definitely saved us. So our testimony.
Turn it down. Sorry.
So our testimony is definitely powerful, and it's important for people to see that. So we hope that this is an example and something that people can see. Like I remember them in Mansfield. We grew up with them. I remember going to school with them.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I'm saying, the Lord has helped them so much in their lives to become better people.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I think your testimony is super duper important. Okay.
Oh my gosh, is Ezra with SpongeBob. See, your favorite podcaster they ain't gonna show you this.
Ezra, turn that down. Okay. What is it?
Hey, can you go upstairs? Can you watch SpongeBob upstairs?
Can you take him upstairs to watch SpongeBob, please? Go upstairs and watch SpongeBob with Sissy.
The Lindsay family.
Yeah. Go watch SpongeBob upstairs.
Come on, go with Asada.
Go.
Come on.
Take that upstairs. Turn TV on for him upstairs. Yep. Go ahead. Go, Sissy. Bye.
Thank you.
See ya. We'll be down.
Hello, guys.
All right. You're right. The Lindsay family. It's 4 of us. It ain't just 2 of us, so. All right. Back on track. Okay. Instagram marriages aren't real. People see couples on social media traveling the world and living large, and they think, if my marriage doesn't look like that, I'd rather be single. When did we start rejecting real love because it doesn't look perfect online?
I don't know. I got the same answers. It's, if I'm following social media, then
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. That goes the same.
Then I'm going to just believe. That's why I
true.
said your favorite podcaster probably ain't going to show you that the kids down here running around while you in the middle of trying to shoot an episode.
And that's just what it is,
Yeah,
though.
but
You know what I'm saying?
I believe in showing y'all that, shoot, this is This
our
what we
life.
do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really married.
Yeah.
We
And
really
so,
sitting in this house that we prayed for.
Yeah.
We're really running around with these kids that we prayed for.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like this is
This is
real.
what it is.
This is
Yeah.
our testimony.
Yeah.
From the basement. Matter of fact, forget the rest of the episode. Let's go. Let's do
Don't
it.
you?
Because we're gonna wrap it here. Our testimony.
From the basement.
We was gonna do. I had more topics and more stuff to talk about. We're just gonna get into the testimony.
All right. Go ahead and pop it off.
How deep we want to get into this?
I'm going to follow your lead. Go ahead.
So we're gonna do a testimony. So I was a man. So I said this in my wedding speech when I was talking to Tiana. So me and Tiana was, we started to mess with each other, right? And it was like 2016, 2017 in that time. And I was a man at that time that did not have a job. Mm-hmm. Getting high. Mm-hmm. Doing music, of course. I still do music, but like just didn't really have a way. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't really no path really. And Ty still chose to try to date this man, Why? Let's start there.
I was gonna
Why?
say, so I saw a band that, okay, so if we give a little bit of the history here, we all grew up in Mansfield, we went to school together. So me and TJ were always really good friends. And so I respected that. Like, this is really my friend. So this is someone that I have genuine love for. I'm not over here for something that I want or something like for a desire, or to use him. That's not what I'm over here for. But I saw a friend and a man that at some point lost his way, and I was confused on like what happened. I wanted to know what happened. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you back in Mansfield? Why are you smoking? Like, what are you doing? So that's what I saw. I saw a friend who needed a friend, I would say.
Yeah. So and if you know me, then you know I came from college basketball, come home with a degree, but in the town that I live in, not a lot of opportunities there like that. So I pretty much carved the space in my parents' basement, you know what I'm saying? And, was living there pretty much. And Ty would come and spend the night with me in the basement. This ain't no finished basement, first of all. This ain't what we sitting in right now. This is my mom and them don't live in that house no more. You know what I'm saying? This is a cellar, pretty much. More than that, but a basement. And she comes and spends the night with me all the time. Like, on the couch. I had to give her the couch. I'm sleeping with a chair. My feet used to be on a chair. This is where I used to sleep. On a chair. I had two chairs, pretty much. Sleeping on a chair in the basement. I didn't have any money to take her out to eat. I had food stamps. I was on stamps at this time. I would run into Kroger, prepare something, and act like, that was something special for her. Literally. This is real talk, y'all. I'm not playing. And if we did get something to eat, she was paying for it. Because she had a job and a car. I had a car. But I ain't had no job. It was just wasn't the best time in my life. Yeah. Put it like that. And this is the season where we get together in.
Yeah.
You know? So through the ups and downs, we end up getting married. You know what I'm saying? Well, we get together. I moved to Columbus with her. We end up, getting together. I get a job, and we start to do better. We still struggling, though. We're still struggling. I think we've told the story before about our transition. We go to San Diego. Yeah. Am I moving too fast? You want me to slow down or what? But our living arrangements when we were in Columbus were not the best either.
Oh, yeah. They was terrible.
It used to rain inside of our house, y'all. It used to rain inside the house. We had mold on our walls.
Yes,
we had so many roaches.
Bro. The roaches was kicking it.
The roaches was on the paperwork for the crib.
They signed their name on the lease. Boo.
The roaches. I had a roach one time. He tried to throw in on the food one time. He tried to throw something in on the groceries.
Oh my goodness.
We just wasn't the best situation. We were raising kids in, you know. We had kids, raising them in this environment. It was just wasn't the best. And we're planning a wedding in this environment.
Yep.
A wedding in this environment. Not in the best community. Just, you know.
Crazy.
However, Ty started getting back into that word. Mm-hmm. She started praying more. Mm-hmm. She started going to church. Mm-hmm. She brought me with her. Mm-hmm. We started going to church.
Yeah.
Then I start praying more.
Yeah.
And that was the season in which how we ended that season to where we get married. You got anything to add in there? Because you got baptized, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
got baptized. And I talk about this a little bit in the Tripping for God book. But I when you were telling the story about your situation at your parents' house, like I could hear like women say like, oh, why did she choose him? Or what made you choose him anyways? Or how did you see it? And this is why having a relationship with God is very important. I had a dream before me and TJ, before I decided like, okay, God, I'm gonna just follow your lead. I was in a season where I was just tired of the same old bull. And I'm like, you know what, God, I can't keep doing this. I need a husband. Like, this is not going to work for me. Like, I need a husband. I cannot keep being someone's girlfriend. I can't keep sleeping with different men. I can't keep doing that, getting to these relationships with men and knowing that we ain't finna get married. And if he was to propose to me, this is what's so crazy. If the dude was to propose to me, I was going to say no every single time. But this is just my truth. Yeah. And so I remember talking to God about it. Like, I need a husband. I can't do this. This is not going to work out for me. Like, it's It's going to lead me down the wrong path. And I knew it. So TJ and I had, like, it was crazy. Our relationship was always, I wouldn't really say stagnant, but we would go through these periods where TJ would be in a relationship, I would be in a relationship. So we kind of stopped talking, and then we would see each other, and then we'd start talking again. And when I say talking, I mean like just casual conversation, not like, oh, we're dating, but just, hey, friend, how you doing? You got blah, 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 catching up. So we were always doing that. For years, we did that. We did that for years. And I remember having a dream. And that dream, which is very important, there was a friend, I ain't gonna say his name, but there was a friend in the dream. And in the dream, we were all back at home in Mansfield, and the friend stopped me and said, hey, you know, when you going back to Columbus? And I'm like, I'm going back to Columbus tonight. And he said, no, I'm having a pool party, and I want you to come. And I said, okay, I'll come. Get to the pool party. Who at the pool party? TJ's at the pool party. So, of course, me and TJ chopping it up, like, how you been? And I will never forget these words. Every time I share this story, I get goosebumps. I will never forget these words where TJ said, he pulled me to the side and was like, I'm getting ready to leave. I'm never coming back, but I want you to come with me. I will never forget those words. And I knew, like, from that moment, and it's like, after that, I woke up. Like, what, Lord? Like, what is you doing here? And I kid you not, TJ texts me. I look at my phone. TJ texts me, hey, Ty, what's up? How you doing? Where you been at? I'm just checking on you. And then, so that is how I moved with, I was very sincere. I remember I held on to the dream, and that's when I'm like, hey, I see a friend who needs a friend, and Lord, I'm trusting you. So to give y'all some kind of background to that. But anyways, we fast forward to San Diego.
Okay, that's where we was at.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get married.
Yeah.
Still in the same living conditions. We leave the marriage. We actually had an Airbnb after the marriage, but
after the wedding, y'all.
After the wedding. I said the marriage. After the wedding, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, we living in the same place, same roaches, same everything.
Yeah.
So we go to San Diego though on our honeymoon, and I got a cousin that lived out there in L.A. down there, and we met up with him, and you know what I'm saying, I'm telling him everything I want to do. We having the time of our life, you know. We love San Diego.
Yeah.
We having the time of our lives. We loving it, and I'm just talking to him. And he's just telling me about how great his life is and what he's doing. Blah blah blah. So I told him like I'm thinking about getting into tech. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into like tech. You know what I'm saying? That's like my next move. And he was like, man, you should do that, man. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. He told me like what he's investing in. And I'm about to move. He told me I'm about to move to Thailand. That's another thing that's important, man. Be a man of your word. That man live in Thailand. Anyways, don't say what you gonna do if you ain't gonna do it. And I think that's why men talk too much. But anyways, so once he planted that seed in me, like I'm seeing this man, I'm like, man, men in my family doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people out here, you know what I'm saying, they having their way out here a little bit. And I mean, my job, I had a good job. It paid for the wedding and all of that. But I wanted more. So we get back from I'm gonna try to tell this part of the story quick because it's longer than what I can tell really quickly. So we get back. I quit my job the first day I got back.
Yeah.
I ain't had no money.
But that sounds crazy.
I quit my job first day. I went into work and went out of work. I had been working here 5 years. Decent job.
Yeah.
I said, nope. I'm about to put everything into getting into tech.
Yeah.
So I went into that, and I did that for a minute. And it took it. I didn't get into it, so I had to start going back into what I was doing. I had my degree in sports. So Ty is at this time working in her field, paying the bills again. So I got to put the bills back on Ty because I'm down. Also during this time, I'm about to get a job at Amazon, but I told y'all I smoke weed at this time. I couldn't even get a job at Amazon because they wanted to drug test me.
Yeah.
So it was like, dang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just there was all these signals that was going off, like, bro, you need to stop smoking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need to do this. You need to quit your job. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just aligning. So during this time, I'm working this camp, and I'm getting these phone calls, and this one phone call that I got, I have to talk to them. They're like, I'm going to call you back, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. They had told me that 100 times. I done heard that 100 times. I'm working at the camp. So I called Ty at the camp, and I'm like, I'm telling her, like, well, I got this call. I got a call today, but I missed their call. The people that told me they were going to call back called me, but I missed their call. I'm saying I wasn't even going to call them back. And Ty was like, I think you should give them a call back. And I was like, all right. I give them a call back, and that was the first job I got in IT.
Yeah.
And I made more money as soon as I got into IT than I had ever made, ever. And I've progressed throughout the years to make more and more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? The Lord blessed us to get up out of that house.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got up out of that house, out of that apartment. It was an apartment.
Yeah.
And moved to a townhome in what we didn't know was one of the best neighborhoods in Columbus.
Yeah.
And you got anything to add in that time period?
No, I think you hit on, I would just hit on like the severity of the importance of, I said it, having a relationship with God.
Yeah.
But when we started, the whole point in that is when we really started pursuing God, when we were serious, like we was just like, all right, we are all in. We are sold out. This was like my 50th rededication, but I was very serious. Like my heart posture was just different. That is where, and it's like as soon as we said, I do. Now, TJ quoted this scripture earlier. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, obtains favor from the Lord. Yeah. As soon as we said, I do, it was just like it was mind-blowing how fast everything was going. Like, we couldn't really keep up. It's hard to really sit down and tell the story.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, dot by dot, time by time by time, because it was just, God was just, working. He was showing up here, he was showing up there. And then there was a point in time, I think this is a very important part, when TJ was looking for his job in IT, there was a point in time where he was like, you know what, I'm going to start applying at different jobs outside of IT.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Go ahead.
And I remember, and this is where God will call you into faith. And this is where you really have to use your faith. Do you believe or do you not? And I remember TJ had an interview for, was it? I forget who it was for.
It was like sales.
Yeah, something like that.
Insurance sales.
Yeah. And I remember TJ called me and was like, hey Ty, I had the interview was good. They called me back, they offered me the job, but I told them, let me talk to my wife about it, yada yada yada. And I remember, and I was like, this is nothing but God, y'all, for real.
Yeah.
This was nothing but God. This ain't have nothing to do with me. This is the Holy Spirit moving in me. Without the Holy Spirit, I probably would have told TJ, go for it. But no, the Holy Spirit was really moving in me. And I said, what? And I was like, why would you do that? Like, you quit your job. You took the time out to study. You got everything that you needed to get to go into IT. I don't understand why you would take that job. Like, why would you do that? And I think from there, that's when you ended up getting the phone call. It was like TJ called the insurance people back and was like, hey, thanks for the offer, but I'm not going to take it. I won't be taking it. And a few days later, he ended up getting into IT. But that's moving on faith, because I didn't know. He could have said no, but who's to say how much longer you would have been job hunting? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very important as far as moving on faith. And then that's why you need a partner.
Yeah.
You need somebody to say, no.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I see you work too hard for this. You let go of everything that you knew to do this. I can't let you do that.
Yeah.
I can't let you do that.
Yeah. So that's, and literally our lives changed. So when me and Ty was living in that apartment, we always talk about this, like, dang, it's crazy. So much stuff happened. So we was together for about 4 or 5 years before we got married. And we've been married now for 4 years. Our life from after the marriage and before that marriage is night and day.
It is.
We took one vacation our whole time before we got married.
Yeah.
We went to my sister's house in Florida.
Yeah.
And did nothing.
And did nothing.
Since we've been married.
Yeah.
We've been everywhere. Ty done been to Honduras. We've been to Canada, San Diego, D.C., Texas, Orlando, University. We've been everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know, our lives got so much better when we got serious about praying. Then when we get into the new house, it's like, I'm starting to see this. I'm like, man, I'm going to get baptized too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, I'm going to get baptized too. And after I get baptized, I get a promotion again. You know, it's just like, it just continues to, you know what I'm saying? The Lord has worked tremendously in our lives, and we're just telling our testimony here. Just so
that second time you got a promotion for exactly the number that you said exactly, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
The exact number.
Yeah. So the numbers, Yeah. And it's hard to quantify, and to go from that to now in a house, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just like I don't know. It's been a crazy experience, but just trying to continue to stay faithful to the Lord and praying, and I don't know. It has worked for us. Yeah. And our testimony, like I said, we came from
nothing.
Yeah. We came from humble beginnings, and I was in the world crazy. I had a child when I was very young. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it's been a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we come from where you come from. Yeah. And I just feel like our marriage, even though however insignificant it is, and however insignificant this show is to the world in the grand scheme, we know that our story happened for a reason, and we hope that it inspires you to understand that your story, no matter how small you think it is huge and can help other people as well. Yeah. So
that's why you share it. That's why testimony is important.
And that's why testimonies are important. Tell you what I've been through. Yeah. But and that led to Tiana in that book.
Oh yeah, the book is crazy. You got to get it.
Yes.
The book is wild. When I say crazy, I mean crazy in a good way. Kind of like you on the edge of your seat, like, what?
Yeah. And like, what? And that's why, and she is starting to document her story, not only her story, but our story in a way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then I'm working on something to document my side of it, because there's places where I can fill it together, and you know what I'm saying. We're just
Yeah.
trying to leave these artifacts here, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and build on the generations that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have grandparents and people in our family that never got to tell their story.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So her story is something that we cherish, and it's important. So get that book, hopefulradio.com/books. I know we went off topic and got into
But
our
we're here.
testimony a little bit. Do you have some more to add? Because I want you to add some more. Is there any important pieces that we're missing out from your perspective that we need to get in here? I know a lot of it is in this book, though.
Yeah, you have to get the book.
A lot of it is in that book.
No, I think everything, pretty much what you said. I don't think we got to add no more into it. But this is why you need marriage. It would have been hard to do that alone.
Again, I ain't got no job.
Yeah.
Ty got to take over. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ty pregnant. Ty's having my children. I got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to go out and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we lean on each
Yeah.
other, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
build each other up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You need community, you need people in your life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's why marriage is important overall.
Absolutely.
And we just hope that we can be an example of what it can be, you know what I'm saying? When it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not always hunky dory.
It's not. It's not. But I'd rather choose this side any day
Yeah.
before God or before marriage. I'd rather choose this before that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in that life, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm
For
cool.
sure. Yeah, I'm good too.
Because life is going to life. It's inevitable. Whether you alone or if you with someone. The reason why I think that that's important to say, because you're married doesn't mean that, things won't happen in life. Life is life. It will do what it's going to do. But that is why you need somebody there to help you through it. Because to do it alone is rough.
Absolutely.
But yeah, boo. That's all I have.
All right, we're going to get up out of here. We've been in here. This is the longest episode we've had. We've
Probably.
been here
This
for
was a good
minute.
one.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
It ain't too long. But
Yeah.
maybe we get back into these other topics on the next episode.
Yes.
Because we have some good stuff to talk about. But hope you appreciated that. Get the book, Tripping for God, Letters to My Sisters, hopefulradio.com/books. Hit us up at hopefulradio.com/books/ hopefulradio.com/contact if you want to get into our wedding boot camp that we're looking to do. We're actually, I've been thinking about this, trying to start a call for people that are, the married people, of course, but also just believers. Like we can, you know what I'm saying? If we do want to do like some type of Bible study, we just want to build community.
Yep.
So that's something that we may do. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, comment in the YouTube comments, when we post this anywhere.
Yes.
Go to the website /contact, send us an email, whatever you want to say to us, questions, whatever.
Yep.
We're here to answer them. So appreciate y'all. And like Pam say, peace. I'm not going to eat some eggs and bacon, y'all.